Dave, the Crypto Consultant. Today is March 13th, 2021. Currently, it is 7 a.m. Universal Standard Time +6. This is my Crypto Consultant report to give you news here, folks. We have seen over the last 24 hours, actually even less than that, just over the last probably 3 to 4 hours, unprecedented movement in the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently trading at 59,979. That is down from the peak. What happened essentially was we had a WhaleBot Alert, and I did, by the way, post that here on my Facebook page, Crypto Consultant. If you notice what's going on when a whale decides to trade, now these are, in my opinion, these are probably whales coming into the market, because with the we've had over $64 billion in volume within the last 6 hours. Now the way you get that kind of volume, and this is, we're talking about at the close of the New York Stock Exchange and other exchanges. This is all happening here on Saturday morning in the U.S. That means that it would be probably middle of the afternoon in Europe. I would expect that this is probably Asian buying into the market. These are Asians, possibly Russians, who are buying into Bitcoin. The WhaleBot Alert went off. We had these purchases. These are money coming into Bitcoin. 940, 734, 958, 949, 947. This is a whale purchasing into Bitcoin. As you can see, each of these purchases is roughly $52 million per purchase. Now, looking at the capitalization for the day, within the last 24 hours, we got an influx of $64 billion into Bitcoin. We have gone from a 24-hour low of $55,376.65 up to $60,310.47. That is the highest price that Bitcoin has ever been. And I'm going to highlight that there on my screen so you can see $60,310.47. Incredible volume. You can see here that at the peak of it for the 24-hour period, Bitcoin has gone up 15.83% in the last 24 hours. This is totally amazing. You don't see this kind of thing very often. What this indicates is that there are some big players, possibly governmental, possibly they are entities. These would be billionaire class entries into the Bitcoin market. So the whales are buying, folks. The whales are buying. Now, the market cap currently for Bitcoin, we crossed over the $1 trillion mark a few days ago. Currently, Bitcoin's market cap is $1.115 trillion. Now, I can remember back when it was 200 million, okay, total. We are over $1 trillion in market capitalization for Bitcoin. Now, the charts here are extraordinary. If you look, what happened was that around 4 a.m. my time, which is Universal Standard Time +6 or Central Standard Time in the U.S., right around 4 a.m., the oscillator decided to go off the charts, and we had a huge volume uptick. So if you look here, right in this area, you can see where we have an indicator. First of all, the oscillator was up, and then there was a buy indicator here at this position. Okay, when that happened, all of a sudden, yes, there was an explosion in Bitcoin. So we have seen this just here in just the last few hours. Now, if you notice, following that indicator, strong volume, strong volume. Okay, now I'm talking about the oscillator. This is not the price of Bitcoin itself here. This is what we call an oscillator. This is an indicator. All right, now let's look at the overall price and see what happened. All right, so first of all, we were here about to cross 58,000. I was reporting yesterday morning at this time that it looked like we were going to make another run for 58,000. Well, not only did Bitcoin make a run for 58,000, it totally went through it. It went through the roof, folks. You can see here, Bitcoin climbed tremendously. Now, we've seen price swings in Bitcoin ever since I can remember, but I don't think I've ever seen one with this kind of momentum behind it, and especially with this kind of capitalization behind it. What this indicates is that there has been an acceptance of Bitcoin on a worldwide basis. Some major players, probably in Asia or possibly Russia, are investing in Bitcoin at this very moment. We have gone from 57, 58, which was the pressure level. As you can see here, there was a resistance level right at that 58,000 mark. We've broken through that. Now we are in a very frothy position here, right at the 60,000 mark. So, folks, we're looking at 60. We were looking at 58. We were looking at around 57, and now we're looking at 60. So here we go. We're already in the 60,000 range. So this is a huge upswing in Bitcoin. Now, I would be prepared for there to be some selling. Americans are not really, they're not awake yet to this. So this buying happened in Asia. We have Asia here. All right, then overnight, between the early morning hours in the U.S., we've had some stabilization. This buy-in happened. We've had some stabilization. Now get ready to see what happens when the American market wakes up, because there could be some selling. It would only be natural that there would be some selling. So I would be prepared for that. However, don't worry. These kind of things go on all the time. It's just been a tremendous period in the price of Bitcoin. We've been playing around with this 55, 56,000 thing, and now we've exploded. We're in the 60s now, folks. So Bitcoin is the story today. It's made a huge move, tremendous volume, tremendous influx into Bitcoin from new capital, new fiat money converted. There again, I want to just show you my oscillator. You notice that spike. That's what we call a spike when an oscillator hits like that. Huge volume, huge velocity that spiked the oscillator. This is a major sign that something's about to happen. And again, verified last night when the WhaleBot went off. You can see that this Bitcoin volume was huge. You look here and see these huge trades. This is new money, 52, 50, 40, there's a 48. These are huge influxes of capital into the Bitcoin. So I'm going to end with that. I will have updates later. We are in a new paradigm as far as Bitcoin is concerned. The total dominance for Bitcoin currently is 61.67% of all cryptos. We are looking at a 24-hour trade volume of over $64 billion. We've gone from 55 to 60. We've had a $3,180 price change in the last 24 hours. That's a 5.4% rise in the last 24 hours. The market cap has increased 5.7%. And if you look at the volume has gone up by 14.32%. So there you have it, folks. There are currently 18,652,718 Bitcoins in the circulating supply. Remember that the max supply on Bitcoin is only 21 million. That's very low compared to most cryptos. So Bitcoin is the oldest crypto. It's the one that's been around the longest. When the original white paper was written and the contract was complete, and this dates back many years, 21 million sounded like a lot. If you have Bitcoin, I would hang on to it. It is literally digital gold or electronic gold, as the white paper stated it would be. If you trade in altcoins, smaller issues of cryptos, it would be my recommendation that you take your profits from those and do put them into Bitcoin. I personally don't have a great deal of fear about market drops in Bitcoin because they do happen. We see 20% corrections. We see other things happen all the time. However, over a period of time, if you look at what's happened, I can go to the 1-year chart here. It's even more extraordinary to look at it from a 1-year basis. This is going back 12 months, where we were at 10,620 a year ago in Bitcoin. Today, as I said, we are approaching the 60, well, we are at the 60,000 mark. So overall, an incredible uptrend. I think any investor would agree that this is remarkable, that you would have this kind of increase in a 12-month period of time, especially compared to other assets like gold, silver, banknotes, bonds. There's just simply no comparison. I mean, we were talking about a $10,000 investment 1 year ago, 12 months ago, in March of 2020 would now be worth $60,000. That is 6 times the original investment. If you had put your money in Bitcoin 1 year ago here, you would have 6 times your money today. And that's a fact. So that's an update. It's an exciting day. I know there will be a lot of talk about this, particularly in the channels that talk about crypto. Don't expect to hear too much on it on the normal news channels. If you're interested in where to get news on CryptoConsultant, on the movement of cryptocurrencies on a worldwide basis, you can tune in to me on my YouTube channel, David Dillard. I am the Crypto Consultant. I will keep you abreast of all the current changes. Just want to announce that this is a very happy day for investors in Bitcoin. Congratulations, you've made it to a major benchmark. We're going to be talking about this for years. This was an unprecedented day. Okay, thank you very much.